All right. Thank you for continuing to listen. Like I was saying, this is all a design plan, okay, by the Attorney General, by the child support system, by the local and federal government, like I was saying earlier in the broadcast, so that they can create the type of societies that they want to create, so that they can have us in the situations that they want us to be in. Okay, it's no stretch of the imagination why the white neighborhoods don't suffer with the same affliction that the black neighborhoods suffer from. And we've both been here around the same amount of time. But that's the subject for another day. I'm going to get back on our subject. All right. Now, so the question is, if we understand that child support don't like the active father, don't like the fiscally responsible black communities, we understand how we have made generational wealth for white people through the welfare system and supporting their businesses with that concentrated effort of money. And then we turn around and we open it up to the foreigners as well, as we just finished covering. Okay, so they're busy by destroying the family structure. You can get people to willy-nilly do all these type of things, because when you have a man in the home, then what happens? The man go to work. When he come home, what he expect? Right, not corner store food. You know, so if they can erode the values, then they can put in all this stuff here. All right. And ladies, if you don't know how to cook, I'm going to tell you like this. This is how they started with me. My mama said, taste it a little bit, see what it need. If it need a little more salt, need a little more pepper. And work from there. All right. Now, so I'm going to change the subject up a little bit, and I want to ask a question. Should a man with no children marry a woman with children? Right? That's the question. But we're also going to look at that question from the other perspective, because that is a damn good question that needs to be answered from both perspectives. So, at the same token, should a lady who have no children marry a man who have children? Let's see if the same rules apply. So, in our first scenario, you have a man, okay, he have children. Well, he has no children, excuse me. He has no children. And he meets a lady, and she has one or two children from another man. Now, the bottom line is, if you have children and then you're not with the person you created the children with, that is a failed relationship. Okay? So, now you done made some bad decisions, all right, with no guarantees, or maybe you had guarantees and y'all got a divorce, I don't know. But in this situation, the lady has children that you meet and you don't have any. Well, I was raised, you don't go into no ready-made family. Not if you're fertile and you can make your own. If you don't have no children, you go and meet a lady who don't have no children like you. You understand? Just like if you're a lady and you don't have no children, you don't go and marry no man who got no 1, 2 different baby mamas. All right? You go and meet you a man that don't have no children, and y'all start you a family together. Now, this is where the lines can get a little blurry. All right? And this only apply to this type of fella. Okay? He legally is very well off. Okay? 6 figures or more. You understand me? And his money is consistent. Okay? Then, yeah, he has privileges that men who making, $30, $40, $50,000 a year just don't have. That's just the bottom line. That's just the way things are. That's just the way the rules are written. Now, if you look at a lady and she's 6 figures and above, all right, and she has 1 or 2 kids for another man. The men in her category, the 6-figure men, they can have all of the 6-figure ladies with no children that they want. So why they gonna settle for the one with children? And the woman with 6 and 7 figures, she surely ain't about to look down and try to be with no man making no $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year. So the rules just ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Child support knows this. That's why they feed all this misinformation out here, trying to get our women to go out here and play the man's role and be strategic. Ladies, I'm asking you to not. I'm asking you to say no. That boy go with his daddy. Dad's daddy go right there. Get your son, I'm leaving. That's how you got to handle it, ladies. That's how you got to handle it. But listen, when a woman is like, let's say she's 21, 22 years old, she got kids by 2 different men, right? Now, a woman like that, if she got with a man that was in his mid-30s, you know, and had some children, could provide stability for her and her children while he was taking care of his. Because I believe that, you know, you got to be equally yoked. And if she got 2 children by 2 different men, all right, that's a very hefty load. And so ain't no 22-year-old man her age is really going to be prepared to deal with all that, all right, mentally, financially, and everything else that comes with it. So that's why I advise young men, you know, hey, listen, don't get yourself a ready-made family. Okay, and young ladies, if you have went out here and you have made those choices, you better go look for yourself a very well-seasoned man, and you better hope that he's the type of man who you can give 1 or 2 more children to, and y'all can go in on and raise a family together. Now, I'm just keeping it real. Excuse me. All right. Now, think about this. I done bust my ass. I didn't learn how to read till I got to the 4th grade. True story. Okay? I done bust my ass in this life. And pretty much I've been retired since I'm like 36 years old. Because by 36, you know, I wasn't fit for no job no more. But what I look like going through all I done been through, doing all I done did, graduating school, putting myself in a position to try to be successful, learning all I done learned, you know what I'm saying? To then get with somebody and just because you pretty or just because you fine, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to take a risk at losing everything that I have. You know, and then on top of that, you thinking you ain't like, you don't have none of these things, and you thinking, I work hard like a motherfucker to get it. You know, I paid the cost to get this stuff, and just because you find that entitles you to it. You think men think that way? Because if you do, you sadly mistaken. Now, they got simps out there that do think that way, that'll give you, you know, all let you take the lead or whatever. That's some dudes that I be talking about who, you know, they was getting ass whoopings from their mama when they was 15, 16, 17 years old. You know, that's what happened to it. So, you know, this here's another sad fact that I'm about to bring up. The sad reality is there are more men who are not prepared to totally live independent and take care of themselves. And they need the help that these women are getting from the government to help them. So because they need that, they condone this bullshit and try to treat it like it's normal and it's a natural part of life. And as a result of that, in the black community, a lot of people got life and bullshit in the same bowl. And it's all mixed up. And then, you know, and if you sitting there and you eating that, boy, you're just going to be shitting out delusion your whole life. You know, look, you are supposed to, and I'm never going to get tired of saying this. I'm never going to get tired of saying this. You are supposed to pay for your own light, water, gas, food, clothes, the things that you need. Okay. I don't have a car. I have a car, but I need to get a fuse changed on it. But I want to buy me another vehicle. Now, it's no one else's responsibility to ensure that I get a car. It's up to me to have the money to pay to purchase the vehicle. Okay? I want clothes. It's no one's obligation to make sure that I have money to purchase my clothes. That is a responsibility that I was supposed to secure growing up as a child, so that by the time I got ready for the adult phase, I was ready to face the adult phase in a responsible manner. Now, like I said before, independent people make independent people. Dependent people make dependent people. All right? And we have to attack these brothers. We have to come out and tell the truth. All right? You ain't shit. All right? You don't work. Okay? I don't know how you got them clothes, how you got them shoes. And listen here. If you're, drug dealer, doing whatever you're doing, that's why you don't work. I'm not talking about you. You about to get free room and board anyway. But I'm talking about the ones who not doing nothing. Okay? I mean, they can sit at the car wash or sit at the corner store or sit on the porch with their friends or play the game or do whatever it is that you see people do when they can sit up and let a whole day go by. Like, I'll go out on a bike ride on my bike. And sometimes I see the same people sitting in the same places every day. Like, that's your spot in life. You know what I'm saying? And I done seen that, like, in New Orleans, in Texas, in Virginia, Germany, and just about everywhere I've been, I've seen that. And this is their spot, their resting place. They gonna be there faithfully. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, I don't get it, but we gotta call these people out. We gotta go to making fun of these people, doing them in comedy specials and making jokes about these people, so that our young people don't admire these people, don't aspire to be like these people, so that our young people can start back talking with confidence about, I'm not going to be like that because, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. All right? I want to ask you another question. And the question is, why we can't co-parent? Why we can't co-parent? The reason we can't co-parent is because this is one ship and it has one captain. And they already made me a captain. Okay? So you are designated as the helper. If you are the helper, we can't be in charge. I got a plan. I'm going to tell you what that plan is. Now, that's why I believe people should be equally yoked, because you may listen to my plan and sit there and respectfully, knowing how to talk to me, point out where a flaw or two may be factually. And by me having a full understanding of what we're talking about, I'm able to acknowledge the flaw. Because let me explain something to you. When you're married, if you got pride as a man, when you take a shit, make sure it go down the toilet with you. You never have pride with your wife. So, she point out to you the flaw, the error, what it is in that plan. and you be humble enough to accept that, and being able to do that, she's going to willfully follow your leadership, because she understands that this is a sound plan, because what was wrong with it, the one or two things that I disagreed with it, I had a fact that was based on fact, and he's good with facts. You see what I'm saying? So then it's no emotion in it. So yes, we are going to prosper and get ahead. That's why we can't co-parent together, okay? And trying to have two captains on the ship, that shit ain't gonna never work. Only thing gonna happen is mutiny in this motherfucker, Now, look, a woman who is let me see what I got here. A woman who is don't like that. It's nothing. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, very good. Now, so you got these ladies who they need to fix a man. The reason they need to fix a man is because they broken. So to hide their inadequacies, they go and get these men that they don't have to be submissive to. Y'all walking with me? Okay? Because it's her project, it's her Section 8, it's her welfare, it's her food stamps, it's her car out there. You understand? She bought the living room suit, she bought the dishes, she bought the bedroom suit, all the TVs in the house, everything. The only thing you got in here is the shit that you came in here with after you met her. And then what's so cold? Is she tell you she'll make you take your shit and go back by your mama house. Somebody tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. So men like me, I make those kind of women sick. Because I got my own home. I got my own money, my own vehicle, my own TV, my own bedroom, all of those things. I don't need food stamps. I give food away sometimes. Just finished throwing a lot of food away that I done cooked and never got a chance around to eating all that. So they don't like men like me. Because, see, a man like me, she gotta know that she gonna come on in here and you gotta win, baby. If you ain't trying to win, you ain't gonna be around. I don't need your food stamps. You understand me? I don't need your Section 8. I don't need your welfare. I don't need none of that. You can come stay over here and ain't gotta pay nothing. Because I'm a man. You see what I'm saying? You walked up in here and every fucking thing is paid for. Without you. What that mean? That mean go on, get in that water and come on in here and get naked. That's it. So, see, and when you can be a real man, this is all they left with. So then you get to a point to where you're like, okay, I'm stop having fun with the chicken heads and, just stick on my level with the ones that it's supposed to be. Okay? But even when you messing with the chicken heads, and I must tell you, in order for me to know as much as I know, I done made a lot of mistakes that I talked to you about. Which ones, I'm not going to say. That's for another broadcast. But one thing is, I'm not a hypocrite. So when the subject come up, and it's time for me to say what I did, I ain't got no problem with saying what I did. You understand? Because, see, the reason they don't like me, I'm saved, I'm educated, I'm successful, okay? Criminal record, all right? So, you used to Pookie and Ray Ray and them. See, you can't come to me and talk to me about, yeah, they was around there fighting and shit and all that. You can't, who? Like the women that talk and deal like that, Like when I say hi to them, they say hi at a very low mumble. Now, every now and then, a few of them will get like bold enough to boldly offer me some pussy, because they understand that, I don't bring nothing else to the table but being able to get down with you. All right? You ain't interested in nothing, because I can invite you over to my house and cook you a meal. I'll barbecue you a meal. Do whatever you want. Air fry you a meal. What? Where you want to go somewhere? Ain't nothing. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm closing with this. I ride a bicycle. I ride a bicycle because it helps me to be able to enjoy outside, be able to enjoy everything, and not be bothered. Now, a lot of people know of the different things that I own and the different things that I do. And they know I don't have to ride a bicycle. I ride a bicycle because I choose to, because I can go buy me a car. I'm going to go buy me a truck so I can start going fishing. You're going to see me shoot a lot of my broadcasts from fishing. So that's going to be coming up this year. I'm very excited about that. But, men, we got to do better. We got to go ahead on and start standing up for ourselves. But like I was saying, I ride the bicycle. I had lost my train of thought there. I'm sorry. I ride the bicycle because I know most women can't fathom that a man would have everything that he wants and not be flashy. I know that is going to gain wisdom and experience have taught me that is how I'm going to meet Miss Right. Because you see, the white beard, up underneath this beard, I got some beautiful, nice skin. Okay. It's shiny too. It be looking young. Okay. But it attracts the kind of lady that I don't want. Okay. And I hate having to pull out my damn ID to prove how old I am. So I like my beard on. You understand? And also, the way I dress, I'm just clean and presentable. Okay? Now, if you pay attention to what I'm wearing, nothing I'm wearing comes from Walmart, of course. Everything's going to be top of the line. It's just that if you looking for flash, it's not here. He wearing a polo, but it might not be one that's just standing out. You dig? And it's been a beautiful experiment. I'm taking my time. And as I meet ladies, I'm getting to meet them with them judging me as a man who rides a bike and don't really have much. And I'm enjoying it because it's keeping the disingenuous ones away. So, if I meet her when I go by my vehicle, then I'm never going to take her serious. So I'm trying to do it this way. But anyway, this has been Papa G hollering at y'all, saying thanks for listening. My Cash App is $Gil Muse. Like, share, subscribe. Tell people about me. I love everybody. Peace.